18 signs a female coworker likes you but is hiding it. Detecting signs that a female coworker may be interested in you can evoke a mix of excitement and nervousness. Why? On one side, the thrill of realizing that a colleague might be attracted to you is invigorating. However, there might be reservations about acting on these feelings, as you could be apprehensive about creating workplace awkwardness or tension. That's precisely why I've compiled these signs for you. Given the substantial amount of time we spend at work, it's natural for emotions to develop between colleagues. However, deciphering these signs can sometimes be challenging. Here's a guide to help you discern whether her interest is genuine or not. 1. She hints about spending more time with you outside of work. When someone harbors a crush on you, they often desire more time together but might grapple with expressing it directly. Given the delicate nature of workplace relationships, your coworker might be navigating this cautiously, attempting to gauge the potential for something beyond professional interaction. For instance, she might bring up a new restaurant she's eager to try and subtly propose the idea of both of you going there together. Alternatively, she could casually mention a shared hobby and hint at the possibility of pursuing it outside of the office. These are clear signals that she's interested in spending time with you beyond the constraints of the work environment. It's a reflection of her genuine enjoyment of your company, and she may be hoping that you'll take the initiative to invite her on a date. By proposing activities outside of work, she's creating an opportunity to deepen your connection without necessarily introducing an overtly romantic tone. 2. She laughs at your jokes, even when they're not that funny. We tend to find it easier to share laughter with individuals whom we feel at ease with and attracted to. Moreover, humor often serves as a tool to establish connections and foster a sense of closeness. When we share laughter, it becomes a moment of shared joy, creating a potent bond. Therefore, if your female coworker consistently laughs at your jokes, even when they may not be particularly funny, it could indicate her effort to forge a connection with you. Perhaps she's conveying that she appreciates your sense of humor or enjoys spending time in your company. This could also be her way of signaling openness to conversation and a genuine interest in getting to know you better. 3. She initiates conversations with you and seems interested in what you have to say. While at work, engaging in conversations with coworkers is a standard part of the day. After all, the collective goal is to fulfill job responsibilities, and effective communication is crucial for productivity. However, if you've observed a specific female coworker consistently making an effort to start conversations with you, it might be an indicator of her interest in you. You may be contemplating, perhaps she's just being friendly, and that's a valid consideration. Interacting with colleagues is natural, given the shared work environment. Yet, if she seeks out conversations with you more than with others, it could be a sign of her genuine interest. Consider this: when someone is attracted to you, they naturally gravitate towards spending more time with you to deepen their understanding of you. If she's discreetly harboring feelings, initiating conversations might be her way of maintaining a connection without explicitly revealing her intentions. 4. She makes an effort to look her best when she knows you'll be around. While at work, you're likely to encounter the same individuals day in and day out, including your female coworker. If you've started to observe that she's investing more effort into her appearance when you're around, it could be an indication of her attraction to you. This could manifest in various ways, such as wearing more stylish clothes, applying makeup, or styling her hair differently from her usual routine. Generally, people tend to dress up when they aim to make a positive impression or boost their confidence. Your coworker might be doing the same because she wants to capture your attention and be perceived as attractive in your eyes. This could serve as her subtle way of signaling interest without explicitly stating it. 5. She tries to make you laugh. Using humor is an excellent way to initiate a connection and break the ice with someone. When shared laughter occurs, it can generate a sense of intimacy and closeness that might not be present otherwise. It's not necessarily a calculated plan for her to make you laugh with the intention of sparking romantic feelings. More likely, it's impulsive, driven by the desire to impress you. From a male perspective, I can affirm that there's a gratifying feeling when you can make a woman you're interested in laugh. It's widely acknowledged that people, irrespective of gender, appreciate those who can bring humor into their lives. This approach isn't exclusive to one gender; both guys and girls appreciate a good sense of humor. Hence, a girl might make an effort to make you laugh as a way of expressing interest if she likes you. 6. She compliments you on your work or your appearance. When someone has a fondness for you, they frequently seek subtle ways to express their interest without being overt. One method they may employ is offering compliments. These compliments could pertain to your work, appearance, or any aspect they find noteworthy or appealing about you. The distinction lies in the nature of her compliments. They won't be ordinary; instead, they will be consistent, marked by attention to detail. You can discern the sincerity of her admiration through the way she expresses it, often with a gleam of genuine appreciation in her eyes. 7. She finds excuses to touch you. Have you observed that when you're attracted to someone, you tend to discover reasons to be physically near them? It's almost as if your body is conveying a message that you desire closeness. Well, your female coworker might be exhibiting similar behavior. Seeking opportunities to touch you, whether it's a light tap on the shoulder or a brief brush of the arm, can serve as a subtle means to establish a connection and express interest. Touch is a potent form of communication capable of eliciting various emotional responses. It has the ability to release feel-good chemicals in our brains, such as oxytocin, fostering a sense of closeness and intimacy. Therefore, if your female coworker actively seeks those moments of physical contact, it could be an indicator that she's endeavoring to cultivate a deeper connection with you. 8. She asks personal questions about your life. When an individual begins posing personal questions, it typically indicates a desire to deepen their understanding of you on a more intimate level. This holds particularly true in a workplace environment, where discussions often revolve around work-related matters. If your female coworker is inquiring about your personal life, delving into topics like your hobbies, family, or interests, it may signify her genuine interest in you as an individual and her intention to foster a more profound connection. The significance of personal questions as an indicator of romantic interest lies in the demonstration of a desire to establish a connection that transcends the superficial aspects of interaction. 9. She seems nervous or shy around you. Being in the presence of someone you're interested in can be anxiety-inducing, particularly in a professional setting where expressing those feelings is challenging without jeopardizing the working relationship. She might be concerned about choosing the wrong words or appearing awkward, leading her to become reserved or avoid interaction altogether. The fear of coming across too strongly or the potential discomfort if feelings are not reciprocated might also trouble her. Rather than explicitly stating that she likes you, she might convey her feelings through subtler means, such as blushing or avoiding eye contact. Deciphering these signals can be challenging, but attentive observation of her body language and tone of voice may provide insights into her genuine feelings. 10. She goes out of her way to do things for you. If you've observed your female coworker suddenly becoming exceptionally helpful and attentive towards you, it might be an indication of her desire to express care. Whether she's bringing you coffee, snacks, or assisting with your tasks, she could be aiming to showcase her thoughtfulness and consideration. When we have feelings for someone, the inclination to impress them often arises. Perhaps she hopes that by undertaking these small gestures, you'll recognize her as a thoughtful and caring individual. Alternatively, she might be seeking reasons to spend a bit more time with you. Regardless of the motive, an uptick in her frequency of bringing things or offering assistance is worth paying attention to. 11. She remembers small details about you. If your female coworker recalls specifics about your hobbies, interests, or personal life, it might suggest an effort to deepen her understanding of you and potentially indicate a romantic interest. Although it may seem like a minor gesture, remembering personal details about someone is a notable sign of interest. It reflects attentiveness and a genuine interest in your thoughts and experiences. In certain instances, it might even signify an attempt to make a positive impression by demonstrating that she values and remembers the aspects of your life that bring you passion. 12. She maintains eye contact with you for longer than usual. When we feel an attraction, whether towards a person or an item, our inclination is to gaze at it intently. It's a spontaneous reaction, akin to how your eyes fixate on a pair of shoes or a shirt that you think will compliment you. Therefore, if you consistently observe a girl maintaining eye contact with you during interactions, it could be a signal that she is intrigued by what she sees. Moreover, eye contact is a powerful means of fostering connections. Research indicates that our brains release oxytocin, creating a sense of well-being when we gaze at someone we find attractive. You can discern this through her evident enjoyment of making eye contact with you, coupled with subtle smiles and a playful demeanor. It's as if she's subtly flirting, seeking to draw closer to you and initiate subtle physical contact. 13. She blushes or looks away when you catch her staring at you. This strongly suggests that she has a significant crush on you, a sentiment most of us have encountered at some point in our lives, and it's no exception in a workplace scenario. When you catch your female coworker gazing at you, only for her to swiftly avert her eyes and feign busyness, it could indicate her romantic interest. Blushing is a physical response beyond our control, often signaling embarrassment, frustration, or even arousal. By promptly turning away, your coworker may be attempting to maintain composure and conceal her feelings. Admitting to having a crush on someone, especially a colleague, can be awkward. She's likely hoping that you won't detect her prolonged gaze, preserving the possibility of a relationship beyond the professional realm. 14. She seems to be jealous when you show interest in them in other women. This observation can be relatively straightforward to make. As you discuss your weekend plans with your female coworker, mentioning that you'll be spending time with another girl may prompt a noticeable change in her demeanor. She might become a bit quieter, and her smile may not seem as genuine as before. While it's tempting to assume that she's simply disinterested in your social life, it could also signify a hint of jealousy. When someone harbors a crush on you, it's not uncommon for them to feel possessive or territorial. On instinct, they may desire exclusivity. The idea that you might have feelings for someone else could unsettle them. Even if they're attempting to conceal their emotions, discussing other women, particularly if they perceive them as potential rivals, might cause them to become flustered or uncomfortable. 15. She always tries to find opportunities to be near you. She tends to appear in the break room when you head there for coffee or lingers near your desk even when there's no work for her there. This behavior could be an indication that she's interested in you but is trying to keep it low-key. When you're attracted to someone, the desire to be close to them is natural. In a workplace setting, where opportunities to spend time together outside of regular meetings and projects are limited, your coworker might be maximizing the time you do have by positioning herself nearby whenever possible. Certainly, this doesn't imply that she's following you around like an overly eager companion. That would be excessive. However, if you're starting to notice a pattern where she consistently finds reasons to be in the same vicinity as you, it could suggest her hope for an opportunity to talk to you or simply be in your company. Perhaps, in doing so, she's anticipating that the more time you spend together, the greater the chance you'll begin to see her in a romantic light. 16. She asks for your help or advice on personal matters. It might come as a surprise, but when your female coworker seeks your advice on personal matters, it could be an indication that she has a bit of a crush on you. If you've been in such a situation before, you probably understand. Of course, it's not always the case. Sometimes people simply value your opinion and insight, especially if you're recognized as a good listener or possess expertise in a particular area. However, when it involves personal issues like relationships, family matters, or career decisions, the dynamic can be different. Consider this: if someone didn't harbor a certain level of trust or admiration for you, would they open up and seek advice on something important to them? It's unlikely. 17. She takes risks for you. When we feel an attraction towards someone, an innate desire to care for them often surfaces. If they experience mistreatment or bullying, we empathize as if those hardships were happening to us. Therefore, if you frequently notice that your coworker takes a stand for you or supports you in disagreements, it could indicate her romantic interest. For example, if your workload becomes overwhelming, she might willingly offer to help. If someone in a higher position mistreats you and she has the means to challenge that person, she may step up on your behalf. These are clear indicators that she feels troubled when you're facing challenges, particularly if this is not her typical behavior. 18. She may try to gauge your interest in her. She may employ various approaches, often unconsciously, to gauge your interest. One method is initiating conversations that extend beyond work-related matters, delving into topics such as your hobbies, weekend plans, or family, to discover common ground. If you actively engage in these conversations and willingly share details about your personal life, it could signal to her that you share a mutual interest. Another tactic she might use is attempting to discern your relationship status. She may inquire about your current romantic involvement or subtly integrate questions about whether you're seeing someone. It's also plausible that she simply enjoys your company and seeks to deepen your connection, even if she isn't explicitly seeking a romantic relationship. In such cases, she may not consciously realize she's trying to gauge your romantic interest, rather, she might be aiming to foster a friendship. However, if she pairs this sign with others mentioned, it's likely an indication that she harbors romantic feelings for you. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on the notification bell, so you don't miss any new videos. Let us know your thoughts about this video in the comments section down below and feel free to stay and enjoy it until the end. Also make sure to check out our next highlighted video and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.